Hi, it's Kylie Mort, aka Mum, reporting live on our adventures as we journey on site and online around Australia. So, today we found my 10 out of 10. I hadn't actually booked this park myself. It was part of the kids' homeschooling responsibility to research where we should go next. They've got a small list of criteria that includes within 2 hours of our current location, close access to a dog friendly beach, close access to excellent fishing for dad, and their choice of kids' activities, be it water slides, splash parks, or anything else they choose. And guess what? They found NRMA Southwest Rocks Holiday Resort. And I definitely didn't want to leave. But before we get there, just a quick note. On the way here, Tessie had her second tantrum for the trip. Tom was driving along, and I'm like, hey, Thomas, I can smell something melting back here. And yep, there was. But it was minor. Tom fixed it, and we were on our merry way. Quick breakdown, no stress, and then we arrived. Just like the other NRMA holiday parks and resorts we visited, this one was a gated lifestyle park. But let me tell you, this one was the most exclusive I've seen so far. The gates were huge, prison-like. But once you drive in, wow, it's magnificent. There's an incredible water park, sporting facilities, beautiful eco cabins, and all surrounded by the gorgeous Arakoon National Park. We arrived early, as we tend to do, and got early access to our site. The receptionist took one look at the size of our setup and offered us two different locations. That was a first for us, and we were so grateful for her thoughtfulness. We ended up going with the first site. It had a better Starlink skyline, and Tom is a pretty good driver, although he hates me saying that. So access was no problem. Our site literally backed onto the edge of Arakoon National Park. It was beautiful. We looked up at palm trees dotted around eco cabins, the water park, and the cafe up top at the entrance. And can I just say, the cafe prices? Wow, the cheapest I've seen in months. And the food and coffee? Amazing. Great prices with great food, win-win. Now, here's the fun part. My other brother, Luke, just so happened to be in the area. I mean, you couldn't have planned it better. The kids hardly know Uncle Mitch as he lives near Torquay and travels a lot. But guess what? He was attending a wedding just 45 minutes away, so he came up for a coffee and to check out the Mort Resort. I would have gotten a better photo than the included one of him walking through the cafe door. But I forgot. It was a quick visit, but one we certainly appreciated. Thanks, Uncle Mitch. This place rocked. We stayed just 2 nights, and let me tell you, it was the saddest I've been to leave any location in the past 7 months. And I wasn't the only one. The kids' club was year-round, so the kids had so much to do. They did artwork, rode pedal cars, played in the pool, enjoyed the water slide, there was mini golf, tennis, all kinds of sports, a games room, and there were concrete paths galore for bikes, skateboards, and scooters. They even figured out that the NRMA Holidays resorts have the best kids' facilities, so they're definitely on the lookout for those during homeschooling research now. The dog-friendly beach was a little tricky. The main issue was the track almost directly across from the resort. Fishos Trail went through beautiful bushland along a lagoon and out onto the beach. But, and here's the catch, the beach was dog-friendly, but the track was not dog-friendly as it went through Arakoon National Park. The lovely lady at reception explained that locals used to be able to take dogs through the track, but there's always that one bad egg that ruins it for everyone. But no worries. There was a super convenient paved path that took you along to the Precinct 4 beach access road, which led to the same beach. We did the whole Trial Bay front beach walk, and while I won't go into how the miniature doxy got to and from the beach, we were all happy, and the beach walks were a success. And as for the fishing opportunities, how did Thomas go? Well, it was a brief stop and motivation was low. He could have taken the boat out in Trial Bay and spent hours exploring the Macleay River tributaries, but he didn't spend enough time out there to catch the big one. More time needed to be had. There was so much to do. We didn't even get the kids to the skate park because they were so busy with everything going on at the resort. 2 nights just wasn't enough. So, did the kids hit all their criteria? Within 2 hours of our location, tick, close access to a dog-friendly beach, tick, excellent fishing for dad, tick, excellent choice of kids' activities, tick, win, 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 family ratings, preteen boy, 10 out of 10, teen girl, 9 out of 10, dad, 7.5 out of 10, mum, 10 out of 10, holiday perfection. Have you got some great tips for us or places you'd recommend? Follow us on site and online around Australia on Facebook for all the photos, or Instagram for the TLDR version, or subscribe to YouTube to get the notifications. Alternatively, did you want to hear all the juicy gossip about what can and does go wrong with expensive custom-built caravans? I've got the scoop. Contact me directly. We have plenty of time to share all we know as we wander along because, to be honest, regardless of the very questionable purchases, ratings, and all that stuff, we are really just living the dream.